there is a hidden code, like a secret plan, that underlies everything in the world. These aren't rules made by people that depend on when or where you are. Instead, they are like cosmic rules that are always true and apply everywhere. These rules don't control your actions by scaring you with punishment, but they help you make wiser choices and find more satisfaction in life. They have influenced your past and will continue to influence your future. But overall, they can help you understand your life right now. As we explore these universal rules, you will gain more than just knowledge. You'll gain understanding and change for the better. Now, let's talk about the law of divine oneness. This rule means that we are all connected. We are all part of a huge divine energy that's much bigger than just us. It teaches us that everything we do, think, or say isn't limited to our own little world. Instead, it has an impact on the entire universe. It's about realizing that our lives and the lives of others are all linked together. When we understand the law of divine oneness, we see that no one is alone. We are all in this journey together. We are not just tiny drops in the ocean. We are the entire ocean in a single drop. If everything we see, feel, and experience comes from the same divine source, then it makes sense to respond to others with love, kindness, and compassion. It's about treating others with the same care and respect that you would want for yourself. When you harm someone else, you are hurting yourself. This law is like the golden rule: treat others as you would like to be treated. So, how can we use this idea in our daily lives? Start by seeing the divinity in every person you meet. Treat each interaction as a chance to be kind and understanding. When you speak, let your words show that you understand our shared connection. When you listen, do it with the empathy that comes from knowing we are all part of the same human family. The law of vibration. This concept suggests that everything in the universe, from the biggest galaxies to the tiniest particles, including your thoughts and feelings, functions on specific frequencies or vibrations. Nothing is still. Everything is always moving and vibrating at different rates. To put it simply, if you want more money, you need to figure out what the vibration or the feeling associated with money is and try to match that feeling. Likewise, if you want to experience love, you need to resonate with the love frequency, which is the highest frequency. If you desire a particular person in your life, both of you need to be on the same wavelength. To use this law to make your desires come true, you must align your own feelings and emotions with the thing you desire. For instance, if you want to achieve great success, you must first believe in yourself and feel like you belong among the best. Understanding this law changes the way we see ourselves and our role in the world. We're not just physical beings going through life. We are energetic beings vibrating at particular frequencies, and these vibrations affect our experiences, our interactions, and our reality. The law of correspondence. This law says that what's happening inside you is connected to what's happening outside you. Your inner feelings and thoughts affect your external world. Basically, what's going on around you is a reflection of what's happening inside you. It's like a mirror, showing that if you feel good about yourself, everything around you seems great. If you feel bad, everything around you seems bad. If you are at peace inside, your surroundings feel peaceful too. But if you're feeling troubled inside, you'll experience stress in your life. In a nutshell, you have the power to shape your external world by changing your internal state. The thoughts you think, the beliefs you hold, and the attitudes you have create the life you live. What you think about becomes your reality. To make your world better, you first need to improve yourself, and the outside world will reflect those changes. The law of attraction. This law suggests that similar things attract each other. Whatever you focus on, whether it's positive or negative, is drawn into your life. It's not just an idea, but a principle that's been recognized by ancient cultures, quantum physicists, and successful people worldwide. The law of attraction is quite similar to the law of vibration. In simple terms, you don't get what you want, you get what you are. This law also emphasizes the importance of believing in your ability to achieve your desires. For example, if you want money but don't think it's possible and doubt it will happen, you're like a wave in the ocean, easily pushed around. You can't expect to attract something you don't believe you can have. If you desire good health, take care of yourself as if your life depends on it. To attract money, be generous, and it will come back to you. If you want love, start by loving yourself and others. The law of inspired action. This law tells us that just thinking about and wishing for something isn't enough to make it happen. You need to take action, but not just any action. It should be inspired action. Inspired action is when you do things that come from your inner alignment with your desires, intuition, and inner guidance. This law is what drives the realization of your dreams. While the law of attraction helps you align your thoughts and feelings with your desires, the law of inspired action pushes you to move in the direction of those desires. It's like a bridge between your thoughts and the real world. To achieve your goals, you have to do something. But inspired action isn't forced or driven by desperation or fear. Instead, it's a joyful and enthusiastic step toward what you want. It feels natural, effortless, and completely in line with who you are. When you're so excited about your vision, you're naturally drawn to take action, not because you have to, but because you want to. The law of transmutation of energy. This law simplifies to this. Everything, including your thoughts, feelings, and words, is made of energy. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, only changed from one form to another. When you think or feel something, it doesn't just stop there. It transforms into something that goes out into the universe. This law is where the concept thoughts become things originates. It's important to understand that whatever thoughts and feelings you have, you are creating and attracting something in response to those thoughts. Therefore, it's essential to choose positive thoughts and feelings intentionally. Don't dwell on negative thoughts for too long, as they might manifest into negative situations. Be quick to shift your thoughts. When you notice a negative thought, change its energy by replacing it with a positive one. Do this promptly before the negative thought becomes a reality. The law of cause and effect. This law, in India also known as karma, states that the way you treat others or the world around you will eventually come back to you. Everything that occurs in life has a reason, and it's often a result of your actions. When you do good things, it benefits you, but if you do bad things, it can harm you. It's like a balance. For every action you take, there will be a reaction. Understanding this law means recognizing that if you want different outcomes, you must change your actions. In other words, you harvest what you plant. If you sow apples, you won't harvest mangoes. And if you spread hate, you won't receive love. The energy you put into the world is what you'll get in return. If you show love, you'll receive love. If you share money, you'll receive money. In essence, what you do or say doesn't just vanish into thin air. It may take some time, but it will come back to either reward you or have negative consequences. The law of compensation. This rule is closely tied to the law of attraction, the cause and effect principle, and the energy transformation. It basically says that you will get rewarded based on the value you offer to others and the world. In simple terms, what you give is what you receive. If you are helpful and contribute positively to others or society, you will get something good in return. This law is not just about material gains. It also applies to emotions like love, kindness, joy, and peace. When you share love, you'll find love, and when you spread joy, you'll feel joy. The law of relativity. This law suggests that things aren't inherently good or bad by themselves. Their meaning depends on how you interpret them. It encourages you to step back and see your experiences from a broader perspective. Something that seems like a big problem to you might appear small compared to what others are going through. Similarly, your small achievements could be significant to someone else. The idea is not to label everything as good or bad. When something happens, you don't have to judge it immediately. You can see it as a result of a cause and give it your own meaning. Everything in your life is neutral. It becomes positive or negative because of the way you label it. The law of polarity. This rule says that everything has two opposite sides. Everything has a beginning and an end. There's a world of spirits, and we live in the physical world. We have the North Pole and the South Pole. There's a divine female energy and a divine male energy. Twin flames might seem very different, but they're really just two parts of the same thing. There's hot and cold, which are just different levels of temperature. And there's good and bad, which are just different levels of what we think is right or wrong. In your life, this law teaches you that even in your darkest times, there's a possibility of finding light. In your toughest struggles, there are opportunities hidden within. Even in your deepest sadness, the potential for joy is still there. The law of rhythm. The universe has a natural rhythm or flow, and it doesn't like being disturbed. This law teaches that everything in the universe moves in cycles or patterns, like a pendulum swinging back and forth or the changing of seasons. Just like the tide goes in and out, just as day becomes night and winter changes to spring, every part of life follows this rhythmic movement. This law reminds you that your life also follows these natural rhythms. There are times of action and times of rest, periods of growth and times of stepping back, moments of happiness and moments of sadness. You can avoid many problems by being patient and letting things happen naturally in their own time. Chaos occurs when you try to force things to happen when you want, which doesn't work and can leave you feeling frustrated. The final law is the law of gender. This law isn't about whether you're a man or a woman. It's about the different qualities of masculinity and femininity that exist in all of us and in the world. Whether you're a man or a woman, it's important to understand how these masculine and feminine qualities work together. Neither one is better than the other. They are just different but complementary. Understanding the law of gender helps us see the importance of balance. It tells us that to reach our full potential, we need to have a balance of both masculine and feminine qualities within us. This doesn't mean you have to be less of a man or less of a woman. It's about accepting and embracing all aspects of your nature to become a complete individual. These are ancient laws that wise people have always known and lived by without needing to be told. When you go against these laws, life can become challenging because you're going against the natural order of the world. It's not like someone is punishing you, but life can feel like a struggle because you're going against the flow of the universe. If you're still here, please share which of these laws you've been following or plan to start following. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you.